Welcome to the Take It Home podcast. The podcast so bad we really should just take it home. I am one of your hosts, Doc Simmons. You can find me on all social media at Doc717. We've got the three musketeers of homies online. I'm giving the hot tag to my partner. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yes, sir. Zach Hendricks. I'm on all social media as the Hendricks brand. Of course, look up your mama's favorites at Country Air Brand, Country Air Official on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. And I'll pass out to a man locally respected, internationally known.
What's up, everybody? Referee Perch. You can find me at Perch XLV, # Celebrate Pro Wrestling, and Waffles. Take It Home podcast.
Waffles, 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 waffles. How was the food hunt this weekend, fellas?
Yeah, this weekend we ended up making some burgers on the grill, and it was delicious, quite delicious. I had a good Italian restaurant and opted for the lasagna, Gia Mia's down in Illinois.
Okay.
And went for the lasagna, and it was amazing, very delicious. It wasn't overdone, and
I always have a hard time with lasagna because it's got ricotta cheese, and I hate ricotta.
Yeah, I love the blend of just all of it together. I wouldn't eat ricotta on its own or on a cracker.
Yeah.
But up in a lasagna, wow, this one was quite delicious. I was thinking about a lasagna all weekend long, and finally had some, and it was great.
Very good. The producer would appreciate. What about you, Zach? What did you have?
I just ate some checkers, so that was really good.
Checkers has been on my mind actually lately. If we're talking about things that have been on people's minds.
Well, there's one like 10 minutes from the house, so.
Oh yeah, I think there's one out here. I can't remember where it is. I'm pretty sure there's one out here. But
yeah, we got that. Tropical Sunday, tropical smoothie, before Bruce City. Unfortunately, AMC did not have a pretzel, so did not get a pretzel today at the movie.
Wait, your AMC has like whole pretzels or the pretzel bites?
They had both, like a big. It was the Legend Bavarian pretzel or the Legend Bavarian pretzel bites, and they were out of both.
I suppose because I think I feel like the movie theater we usually go to only has one. I feel cheated.
Yeah, we tried the Glinda Sprite though. It was pretty good. It was like a raspberry flavor.
Okay. Oh, Glinda the Good Witch. Okay.
Yep.
Very fun. Very fun. No, we had some Sunnies, the local diner here. I had some waffles and some French toast. Feel like we went to Parkway at some point. Don't remember what I got.
How are the waffles?
Waffles were good. Waffles were good. Sunny's does do some good waffles, and I do. Oh yeah, I got a smoked salmon Benedict from Parkway. That was pretty good. But yeah, it's over French. But waffles and French toast mix, highly recommend. Just douse that all in syrup and don't care. Had a bacon egg sandwich today, and I did not put together the producers. I just left all the pieces. So happy about that. I feel like we were bad, but I can't remember everything that we were bad with. Oh, yep. Went to the Mexican spot. That was delicious. Had Mongolian beef tonight. Oh yeah, we had Culver's in there. Mushroom whip. Yep, because that's when I did the podcast on Friday. We had Culver's. That was delicious. Oh yeah, we were pretty bad, but I kept eating. I ain't gonna complain, I think I had Taco Bell on the way home from the show, so it just rounded it out. It was a nice fluffy weekend.
Max ordered Domino's, so I had a slice of meat lovers Domino's. I will say it was a pleasant surprise when I bit in and the crust was stuffed. I realized the crust was stuffed.
No, Max got you that. He knows how to treat his vets.
Yeah, Max Holiday. No, no, a little Max Holiday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Holiday ordered a pizza and then he offered us some, so I took a slice. Then the slice I took it, and when I took the bite, I ate it. I got to the crust. I'm like, oh wait, this shit is stuffed.
A welcome surprise.
Oh yeah.
Well, Perch, you got a welcome surprise in the way of a banger of the week.
Yeah, welcome surprise indeed. This one is from 20 years ago, this welcome surprise. And wow, when hearing this one on a car ride the other weekend, I've played it a bunch of times since, just well, floating in the playlist, and it's a great song. It was great back then, it's still great. Uh, it's a banger for sure. Uh, Too little, too late, JoJo.
Hey.
Yeah. Whether those are just hearing it for the first time or the first time in a long time, uh,
First
this
time
song
in 2 days.
still hits. This song still hits.
Yeah. You're just so underrated.
JoJo had a good stretch. Some movies, music,
Yeah.
had it all. And I hope she's doing well. And that song was phenomenal. Too little, too late.
I feel like she did go on tour recently within like the last 5 years, so I feel like she's got to be doing pretty okay at least.
Yeah, good voice. And especially in that era, that 05, 06,
Yeah,
07.
you had to be able to sing.
Yeah, yeah, great style and great music, amazing voice, and that music really hit the spot, especially on the iPods around that time. So the iPod Nano, remember hearing
iPad
that
Nano,
on an
your
iPod Mini?
dude.
Remember hearing that one on an iPod Mini? It was a gray one and kind of chunky.
I had a Nano. I had a boy who swore Zunes were going to be it in like 2012. Like the iPhone is well established at this point, and he's just like, nah, man, Zunes are going to be it. Zunes are going to be it.
Oh, that's great.
Sucks
Yeah,
to sucks to his guns. Sucks to his guns.
I love it.
All right. And Zach, why don't we go to you first? Because you just got out the movies. What you been watching this week?
Yeah, I just got home from seeing Wicked for Good. It was the Amazon early premiere. Here's all the spoilers. No, I'm just kidding. It was good. The Queen was crying, maybe one, two, five, or six times. We weren't counting. Um, yeah, it was good. I started at six, got home just now, like maybe 20 minutes ago. So it was a long movie, but definitely one of those. If you guys liked the first one, you wouldn't be disappointed with this one. Other than that, I did look up the raw results and saw the big surprise for Solo.
um, I guess I didn't watch Solo's match. I just turned it on not too long ago. So I think Solo already.
I didn't watch it. I just saw it on social medias, but I'll let you like find out for yourself. But also looks like yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Jovan Evans versus Gunther to rewatch it for that.
Yeah, yeah, it was definitely warrant to watch.
But
Um,
other than that, like I don't really think I watched anything else.
all right, nothing wrong with that. Perch, what have you been watching?
Yeah, I was watching some great Muda against Sting in honor of Bob Caudle and R.I.P.
Yeah, sir.
Legendary wrestling announcer and commentator. Him and Jim Ross did a lot of great stuff when I was watching the '89 era, and it was Sting versus the Great Muda in the double ring, and Sting went running from one ring over the ropes, over both sets of top ropes, and started that match. Just great, and signaled that era was was epic. It was epic. Um, and then I went and watched a little bit more all Japan pro wrestling from like '99 era.
Yeah.
Uh, Tenryu just got welcomed back to the company after being sworn off that he wasn't going to be able to return to the company. So that's welcoming back a pure legend. So
Hey.
there's intrigue with every chapter that I figure out a little bit more each week. uh, and watched a couple of movies as well. Monster in Law. What a
Mm.
movie!
That's an older one, right?
J Lo and
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but
Jane Fonda.
it sounds familiar.
It was great. Uh, Wanda Sykes in there too.
Oh, she's great.
Right at the peak of probably her on Comedy Central, the early 2000s era.
On the Psych show, that was great.
Yeah, it was. She's hilarious.
It was good in
And yeah, she's great
Payday.
in Monster in Law. Her and J Lo, very funny together. Uh, I caught Now You See Me 3, which was a good one. Just like the first two, this one delivers like a good modern action adventure with some magic in there. And Mark Ruffalo,
That's all you need, Mark Ruffalo and Magic.
good Wisconsin legend. We, we love him around here. And then the other movie I saw just came to HBO Max, and this one blew me away. It was called Eddington,
Mm.
and it was done by the same director as Hereditary.
Okay.
And Hereditary, one of the scariest, spookiest movies I've ever seen. Uh, it was they knew how to build tension, and when it came time for the horror movie element to it, it delivered. And this Eddington movie was probably came out earlier this year. This one delivers. Uh, Probably a good 2.5 hours out in a small town in New Mexico
Okay.
in 2020 era between a sheriff and a mayor, and they don't care for one another. And the tension brews for that whole time. Uh, it was great. I loved it.
Classic story. Tale as old as time.
As old as time, and the way they tell it is so great. It's it's one that I would say one of the better movies I've seen this year.
Okay. Me, I did watch some AW Blood and Guts. It's a good show. AW, they're doing their special dynamite. This was a like 2.5 hour show. Three matches: women's blood and guts, men's blood and guts, and Hangman versus Hobbs. Um, Hangman versus Hobbs is awesome. Those are two guys that hit each other very hard. I thought Hobbs broke his ass at one point. Um, but it was awesome. It was awesome. And then gotta give a shout out to Sky Blue killing it in the women's blood and guts match. She made it very publicly known that she had been waiting for this match. Um, Pulled a Baxter, a Mav, if you will, and maybe went a little too hard, too fast. But hey, iconic shot. It's like her freaking blood and guts moment. So super happy for her. Watched some of Collision. And it was a really good one. Death Riders, Jay Lethal, Tommy Billington, and Adam Priest. I am loving Billington and Adam Priest. Mark Davis came back. Mark Davis versus Mark Briscoe was super fun. Um, Scorpio Sky getting back into the mix, loving it. So yeah, it was super dope. Yeah, I'm back on to kind of watching both shows lately, and AEW's been good. Can't say that I've been sad. Um, I think that's all I watched. I feel there's some random matches in there. Um, but hey, it is what it is. why don't we move on to what we did this past weekend? It was a rare one. We were all in the same place. We've had like two or three of those now since I've been back, but hey, it's been feeling good. And this one was another one back home. Zach, what were we doing?
Yes, sir. We had one home game. That was at Brew City Wrestling, the Elks Lodge. We took on the a faction of family business, the evil cousins of Dysfunction and Bobby V. We ran Bobby's gas tank well below E. We put we brought out the best in Dysfunction, showing everyone that this can still go. But at the end of the day, we got the W.
Yep. Um, felt good. I mean, Perch talking about Tenryu's welcome back. Our welcome back to Bruce City. Felt awesome. Just very happy that fans ain't forget us. That's always the worry before you step out in those curtains after you've been around, after you've been gone for a while. But fans gave us so much love, and even though we've appeared in Milwaukee and in the West Dallas area, we still hadn't been back at Bruce City, so felt good to get that fan reaction. Can't lie. So why you doing
Oh,
it?
yeah. And then we showed up a little bit later and showed them where our intentions are, and that's to take on the Caribbeans.
Yep, it's all business. Caribbean,
Business.
Caribbeans, you got something we want, we're gonna take that back. Um,
Yes, sir.
Perch, how was your weekend?
Yeah, it was a great weekend. Great to be back at the Elks Lodge for Brew City Wrestling. That was back-to-back Elks Lodge shows for myself, from Barry, Vermont Elks Lodge to the Waukesha Elks Lodge in Waukesha, Wisconsin. Such a fun show to see everybody there. The homecoming of sorts. You guys welcoming back to the Elks Lodge after 900 plus days.
Yep.
Yeah, very cool and fun to be a part of. First match I had was Sean Priest versus Yeti. A great way to open up the show. We were starting off the match, and both of them have a lot of character to them, and they bring a lot of characters along with them.
I get a lot of my friends asking about a lot of my non-wrestling fan friends asking about Yeti's promos when I share them. I'll get a message about Yeti like this is great, but yeah, I know he's a genius.
You get your money's worth every time with Yeti.
Yeah.
He puts his thought into the craft and he delivers, and it's always a fun match.
Mhm.
And in this match, at one point, Sean Priest brings out a voodoo doll and started to use it, and it was hurting Yeti. Then Yeti grabbed it, and then he started using it on Priest. So I had to put an end to that. So I snatched the voodoo doll, and I yelled at both of them. And then I thought maybe it's not getting through. So then I started poking the voodoo doll, and both of them were feeling it. It got the
Like I
point
don't know
across.
how the Wisconsin Athletic Commission feels about magic Perch.
I put the foot down, and my point was made. The smattering of applause was wonderful. It was a moment of an appreciation for the performance.
Yeah.
So anytime you work with those guys, it's wonderful, and it makes you think outside the box. And if there's a show with 7 matches, well, this match will be different than all 7 of them, all
Yep.
6. Next match I had was Dis and Bobby against you guys, and that was a fun time. Being able to work with Dysfunction at Brew City Wrestling. He was my favorite at Brew City Wrestling before I started to train. So Evil Dis for life. Uh, I'd always have good learning moments from working with him in the ring, and very reminiscent of the early days that we started training and working in the ring, and Doc Simmons versus Dysfunction, and that feud that grew.
Yep.
And you guys were kind of, I think, maybe partners or something. Then you turned on one another. You had worked with each other on both sides for fair shows, and when it came to the Elks Lodge, it was a great feud. and I really enjoyed. It was a fun moment in time to be a part of, and it gave me great, inspiration and motivation along the journey. And that was 7 years ago,
Yeah, yeah, we've been in this for a minute.
6, 7 years ago. Yeah, so fun to see those early on feuds and the way they take shape, and what we learned at that Elks Lodge. We're able to continue to grow and work more matches and get more experience from all over the world and still take it right back with us to that same Elks Lodge and share any wisdom or experience we can with anybody. Because when we put that work in, we continue to get better. We just want everybody to benefit some way or another, and that's what's fun about pro wrestling.
Yeah,
I love it.
definitely full circle moment. Always coming back from matches with Dis at the Elks now always reminds me of that first time at the Elks
Yeah.
because it was so many mistakes he could not say them.
Uh-huh.
Like, so many things wrong he could not say them. But now it's just like, yeah, he enjoys it and it makes me feel good.
Yeah, and it's the lessons that we learn early on that we're able to use as kind of building blocks, building our foundation. And when we have a foundation, we can grow from there. So the lessons that we learn early on are so important in helping us understand more concepts and key phrases and situations
Yeah,
that we have gotten to experience in the years since.
definitely. And hey, I have seen that match now. I get it. Yes, I see so many that I cannot say them all. I totally get it. I get it. I get it now.
um, and next match I had was Caribbeans against Raven and Chucky. That was great. Again, working with the Caribbeans brings me right back to the first shows that I was ever a part of, even being security and helping out. It was very fun, as well as Chucky. And when Raven came along, it's already 5 years plus. So very cool to work with everybody involved. And then the last match I had was Gunner versus Big John. And that was a hard hitting match, back and forth. You didn't know what way it was going to land. I didn't know if both men were going to knock each other out, and the last person to fall on one another was going to win. It was a good heavyweight fight. Uh, but that show as a whole was wonderful. Uh, remember even having time to make a few signs before the show because
Yeah,
I took in the show as a fan just as well, pressing, helping people record matches and just cheering for people I enjoyed, and I guess booing at moments that deserved it. Great to see the younger generation have a couple of years under their belt now.
yeah,
Very cool, very cool. So just seeing every step of the way here over the 8 years we've been in has been just eye-opening and inspirational. And anytime we're able to touch base with everybody at the Elks Lodge, it really helps me realize, how grateful I am to always have a home base to come back to.
yeah. Definitely with the feel good. Nostalgia is real. Nostalgia is real, and that's not a bad thing. Felt good to be home. Speaking of nostalgia, why don't we get into the topic tonight? I said Blood and Guts was this Wednesday, and it was the bloodiest night on TV, or at least that's what they keep saying. I want to ask what are our most memorable bloody moments, and I'll go first. I think I'm going to pick one that nobody's going to pick, and that's going to be our very first, or at least me and Perch's first, Insane 8 to seeing Orin come out for the finals. Um, that song he comes out to, I can't remember what it's called right now, but like that was the moment we realized how epic it was. Him coming out in the finals, all white, drenched in blood, full day of tournament matches. a day, me and Perch, we really didn't know what to expect. But hey, I think we learned why people like that stuff that day. I don't think that can be argued. But yeah, for me, Orin in the finals, the Insane Eight, I guess it would have been 2018, is like, yeah, one of those iconic moments that I think about every once in a while. Sitting at the bar, they had the window open to where the ring was, so I was watching from there, and yeah, seeing Orin come out all white, dried blood was awesome. Birch, what about you, brother?
Yeah, what a topic, especially around the Halloween season.
Yeah,
Just because we're past Halloween doesn't mean we're still can't celebrate it. We're still close to it within a
things are still scary.
month before, month after. Yeah, it is. Now it's cold, scary.
Yeah.
Think about how much scarier outside is when it's cold and autumn. Um, yeah, lots of moments throughout the years. Thinking and reminiscing about great moments that we've had and learning experiences. Along with that has come some brutal, bloody matches that I've been a part of, whether helping in the ring or outside the ring. But what I've learned from that is how to become a medic on show days. And that comes to knowing how to work a first aid kit, to being prepared with it, and knowing how to, be calm and prepared in the moments to get someone taken care of. And I learned early on with the Insane Eights how to, prepare and take care of wrestlers. And I'd say around 2020 is when I really learned how to, take care of people. And then from there, I'd worked many GCW deathmatch tournaments to death matches all over the world and main events at Cork and Hall between Rena and Masha, which had lots of blood. But being able to care for people is what I take out of it. And just the other week at the Elks Lodge, Anthony Green got busted open and came to the back, and I had his match was match one, and I was match maybe five was my first match. So I knew I had plenty of time. And with the experience that we have, we're able to now compartmentalize our time and stay calm in moments and not get rushed and understand, when we have 10 minutes or 20 minutes or 30 minutes, we can dedicate time to stuff. So I was able to get him taken care of, sit down on a chair, and yeah, it required a few minutes of someone just tending to the wound, and he admired the calm and patience in that moment. So being able to really learn from these extreme matches is what I take out of every single moment I see blood in the ring. And no stranger to taking care of people at the bar at death matches and healing up bodies because is there a doctor in the house? When it comes to professional wrestling and a locker room, if there isn't a medic, I'll be right there helping tend to people as it's needed. But I would say some of the bloodiest matches that I've seen were Mance Warner matches. And the way he would just get cut open and leak, piles of blood.
Lamar Fountain.
Yeah, there was one at AAW in Bourbon Street against Fred Yehai, where he had a whole puddle of blood on the ground and then inside the ring, and the ring was soaked. It was a puddle like under the corner, and it was so much that I'd worked with him tons of times afterwards, and I knew kind of what his threshold was, and being pushed to the extremes and how people can get through in moments like that. Yeah, incredible. So I'd say some of the bloodiest warfares that I've ever had have been some Mance Warner matches for sure, and Mance against Fred Yehai, stands out from Bourbon Street. Wow.
Remember you talking about that, Keith?
But shout out to Elks Lodge legends such as Maverick Boone,
Yeah,
Baxter Belafonte,
yeah.
and Doc. You got blood, I think, in that cage match, didn't you?
Maybe a little.
I think there was a little bit of blood,
Maybe.
but yeah, some Elks Lodge legends and much applause.
Zach, what about you, brother?
For me, it's gonna be when Gunner got that scar.
Oh
I'll never
yeah.
forget the the images, just the pictures and all that, the blood. And, yeah, like I mean, like there's the Mab, there's the backs, but then Gunner had to follow suit, and boy did he.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Totally forgot about that. Yeah, that I guess it's not that noticeable because I don't even notice it when I see him. So, but
Oh
yeah,
yeah, but I mean, luckily I've never gotten that bloody.
yeah. We us three, we're not like the rest of our class. All right, we stay pretty clean.
We tried to.
Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah, I forgot about that gutter one. Ugh. Yeah. All right. Be sure to comment below your favorite bloody moments in wrestling. Like, yeah, I got kind of. Yeah, that gutter one was bad. But leave your comments down below about your favorite bloody moments in wrestling, and we will read them out on the pod like we will do right now for High Five Tom.
Another one comes to mind at the Berwyn Eagles Club, AAW. It was, I think, Joey Janela and Jake something against Mance and Manders, and wild chaos throughout the whole arena, and they're brawling in the crowd, and I'm sweating. It was hot in there and just sweating, and the main event, and it was wild. And at one point, a garbage can got thrown, and as it got thrown, I felt it glance my eyebrow, and with it being the adrenaline kicking and the blood flowing and the sweat pouring, and the arena was so packed. I felt up immediately, and it was sweat and blood mixed, and I realized that that garbage can uh, must have had an edge to it that was sharp, because it wasn't the impact. It didn't hit me directly. It
It
just
was just the cutting motion.
just glanced right past, but it must have had a sharp edge, and it just grazed the eyebrow, and it was a little enough cut with enough blood flowing where I could just feel it streaming down my face, and realizing there's nothing I can do in this moment. Uh, I'm just gonna let this brawl play out, and I realize my face isn't falling off. I'm just gonna play through it, and I remember seeing each wrestler's face as they saw me.
They're probably terrified.
Manders had just gotten thrown outside the ring through a table, and as he's falling, he looks up at me and says, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, this nothing. Don't worry, nothing."
Just a flesh wound.
And I ended up being the only one who got color in that match by complete accident.
Collateral
was,
damage, baby.
was safe, but yeah, finished the match with a bloody eye. I'll always remember that one.
Oh wow, nice. But oh, I mean, if you're gonna bring up another one, I'll bring up another one. This is the first time when I realized how much of artists wrestlers are in these moments, and it's Phoenix versus Mil Muertes from Lucha Underground. I can never remember which match, but there's a shot of Phoenix. He's bleeding and his mask is half ripped off, but he looks down to let the blood pool in his mask, and then he picks it up to just let a freaking hailstorm of blood just fall out onto the mat. It was, yeah, one of my favorite ones. But yeah, it's like you let that happen for that visual, and I get it because that was awesome. But yes, like I was saying, please leave your comments down below on your favorite bloody moments, and we'll read them out. Just like I'm going to read High Five Tom's last week about who he would want in a bar fight. For me, I would have to go. I would have my Going Underground co-host Showtime Josh, as he is a scrapper and always has my back. Also, I would go with Bucky, another ride or die, and he's got that side to throw people around. And last, I'm going with Jim. I could see Jim yelling our way out of a bar. Jim Honky, he's got that powerful voice, that ear piercing voice. Regular siren on Jim Honky. So I definitely co-sign that. Oh, but hey, why don't we start uh heading towards taking it home and talk about what we got coming up this week. Perch, where are you at?
This will be a fun weekend. We'll be out freelance wrestling at the Emporium Arcade on Thursday night. Always a fun time at the arcade for pro wrestling. So freelance on Thursday, and then AAW at the Berwyn Eagles Club on Saturday. That's going to be a fun time. So a couple of Chicago promotions on the Thursday and Saturday.
Oh yeah. Zach, what do we do?
Yes, sir. Friday, we're going down to Logan Square Auditorium to help out at House of Glory. Not booked on the show, but going to show up, do the work, and hopefully get the card pulled. But then Saturday, we're off to Rosemount, Minnesota for Ironheart Wrestling. We take on some familiar foes, the Ironheart Tag Team Champions, Royal Flavor.
Hell yeah. It'll be a fun one. Full weekend, lots of driving, probably very little.
Well, we got one more too. It's going to let you get your thoughts on the Royal Flavor, but we
Oh,
also got Sunday. We were minding our own business, but we heard boys we thought were cool with us, like Valor and Grayson, saying "fuck Zach." Well, you know what? Not fuck me, fuck you. We're gonna wrestle team FYZ, and we're representing FBD.
yep, yep. Fuck you, BD Smooth. Fuck you.
Team Turbo is gonna be showing off.
Yep, yep. A rare outside of Milwaukee show. Excited for that one, yeah. And Valor Grayson Quintero, y'all. So yeah, it'll be a good full weekend. But with that, I think it's time to start taking it home. So Zach, any final thoughts or questions?
Yeah, I had one random one. There was when we were at IPW, I forgot to mention on the podcast. There's a guy in the locker room who I told us he used to be a fan for IPW,
Oh yeah.
and told me that he had mine and Doc's shirt and merch up on his fan stand. So that was just kind of cool to hear. A couple of years later, seeing him in the locker room doing his thing.
Yep, yep. It's another one of those full circle moments. At one point, we were the guys in the crowd buying, stuff from the indie wrestlers, and now we're wrestling and passing it off to the next generation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dope as fuck. Perch, final thoughts or questions?
Yeah, continue to find professional wrestling that you like. Continue to celebrate pro wrestling. There's so much good stuff out there. Continue to search, whether it's from this era or a different era. It's out there.
For me, hey, for the most part, you're not wrong about the things that make you happy. So don't feel ashamed about that shit. Make yourself happy. Be sure to like, share, subscribe. Follow us on all the social medias. Leave comments down below. Tell wrestling promotions to book us because Perch is a really good ref, and we're getting back on this tag shit. This has been the Take It Home podcast. Y'all be easy. One.